Hey, what's up guys, it's Tech Confusion, and today I'm going to take you through the process of how I turned this boring room into my dream studio workspace. For the past few months, I've wanted a cozy space that inspired creativity and productivity. And since I've been doing a lot more work from home and getting into music production, I set out to create the perfect balance between a studio and an office. And that's exactly what this is. I began with sitting down and making a 3D model for the space so that I knew exactly what I wanted it to look like and what materials I would need. Once I had a plan, it was time to pull out the old carpet and baseboards. I then prepared the walls for painting by patching nail holes and removing all of the wall plates. With the room completely empty, it was time to paint. The two colors I picked were Peppery and Polar Bear from Bear. I knew I wanted a contrast between the light and dark walls, and since I was painting the ceiling in the white color, I needed it to be bright to lighten up the space. After painting the entire room, it was time for the flooring. I first laid the underlayment and then followed with the vinyl planks. After adding the final trim to the room, I began to work on hanging the two walnut wall shelves. I pre-drilled and made sure to hit at least 2 studs. Next, it was time to measure and cut the wooden acoustic panels to fit under the wall shelves. A couple of the panels arrived damaged from shipping, so I used those for the shorter pieces since I could cut off the damaged area. I was surprised how easy they were to cut. I used a staple gun to make sure the backing held tight to the wood panels, since I cut off the staples that used to keep them together. I want to thank Wall Ribbon for making this video possible and sending me these panels to use in my studio. I wanted the room well treated for audio mixing while also looking great, and these panels do both of those things. If you want to spruce up your space, be sure to check out the different designs and finishes Wall Ribbon has to offer. There is a 15% off code in the description below if you are interested. Once the panels were on the wall, I drilled a couple of screws into the studs to make sure they were secure. Wall Ribbon also provides end caps to complete the look, so I made sure to pre-drill and then screwed them into the wall. Next, it was time for the large wall of panels. And since I'm putting them in front of a window, I wanted to be able to slide them on and off the wall easily. I achieved this by using French cleats to fix them to the wall. Now if I ever want daylight, I can take them off the wall without using a drill. With the room already looking so much better, it was time to build the furniture. For the desk, I'm using 4 different Alex drawer and cabinet units from IKEA. On top of that, I purchased butcher block countertops from Lowe's and stained them a red mahogany. From there, I began assembling the desk and setting up the mousepad and desk shelf. For the monitor, I had to mount wood cross pieces, which I painted to match the wall. I then secured the monitor mount to the wall and mounted the display. I finished everything off by decorating, adding items to the wall shelves, and setting the entire mood of the room with the lighting. I'm a strong believer in ambient lighting, so I picked up the Nano Leaf Elements panels to help with the feel of the whole room. The monitor I'm using is the Samsung CRG9. It's a 49-inch ultra-wide that runs at 120 Hz. I really enjoy the wide resolution and its features, such as picture-in-picture and splitting it into 2 separate displays. It was important for me that this setup only required 1 cable from my M1 Max MacBook Pro, and I achieved this by using this Thunderbolt 4 dock from OWC. For my studio monitors, I'm using the Avantone CLA10s. They're great for mixing due to their very fast transient response and detailed accuracy in the mid-frequencies. Those are running through my Apollo X4 audio interface. This thing is a beast when it comes to preamps and capability and control of routing. I've always been a huge fan of Beyer dynamic headphones, and their DT1990s sit on a headphone stand on the desk for when I need them. I use the Stream Deck Plus for macros in DaVinci Resolve, Logic, and Ableton, and the Razer Kiyo webcam, and SM7B is set up for Zoom calls on work from home days or when I need to talk with a client. The MX Master 3 mouse, with its multiple gesture controls and solid connectivity, has earned a permanent place on my desk. I'm using the Keychron K2 keyboard. I enjoy the feel of a mechanical keyboard, and it has Bluetooth for when I need to move it around the room. Speaking of moving around the room, I have a secondary display set up behind my Nord Stage 3 to use when I want to record something on the piano. I can simply move the window over and get to work. At this workstation, there are Yamaha HS8 monitors to use for monitoring the keyboard, as well as a secondary reference for mixes. I'm super happy with how the studio space turned out, and I can already feel a boost of creativity just being in here. If you saw any products that you are interested in this video, I'll have links to those in the description below, and they will be affiliate links, so if you do decide to purchase from them, it will help out the channel, which I always appreciate. Let me know what you guys think of the studio down in the comments. Anyways, guys, that's all for this video. If you enjoy it, please remember to leave a like. Don't forget to comment, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you don't miss more videos like this. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and until next time, guys, peace out.